Alright, so when we're making a tessellation, I'm going to give you the directions on Tuesday, but this is the exact process that you're going to go through. The first thing we're going to do is go to Paint, which is a program that should be on everybody's computer. It may or may not be easy to find if your parents deleted the shortcut to it, but we can find it on Tuesday. So I'll click on Paint, open it up, and this is what it'll look like. How many of you used Paint before? Okay, good. Okay, so we'll open Paint. One of the requirements is that you make the tessellation a certain size, and that's 1024 by 768. If you're reading the directions, they're very good, if you ask me, and if you just follow and try to do what they say, it should work itself out, especially with having a demonstration and being able to ask me questions. But for the most part, if you're reading what it tells you to do step by step, it's pretty exact. So the first thing it tells you to do is change the size of your tessellation to 1024 by 768 pixels. And you do that by going here to Image. You go down to Attributes. Then you're going to look for the word Unit. Does anybody see the word Unit in this box? Okay, well look right here. You see the word Unit, and then within that box it says change the units to pixels. So if it's not already in pixels like mine, if it was in centimeters, then you would change it over to pixels. Then the next thing it tells you to do is change the width to 1024. So I find the word width, and then the box next to it I'm going to change it over to 1024. Then it asks you to change the height to 768. So I look for the height, I look for the box next to it, and change it over to 768. And then you click OK. Okay. Now, this white space, including the space over here and the space down below, is the size that everyone will be making their tessellation into. That's the size I want you to make it. Alright? Next thing it tells you to do is to draw a solid color rectangle. So we'll choose this tool right here. And then we'll go down and choose the third option. We don't want the outline, and we don't want the fill with the outline. We just want the color. I'm going to choose my color here, and I'm going to draw a rectangle. And then the next thing it tells you to do is to select a portion of the inside of your box from one corner to the adjacent corner. So I'm going to select this tool here. It's called the Freeform Select tool. I'm going to click and hold and draw some shape that goes to the interior of my rectangle, starting at one corner and ending at the corner right next to it, which will be right here. Alright, now, that awesome shape I just drew disappeared. And I just peed my pants because I'm worried that all that work I had done is gone. Okay? But it isn't. You click and hold, and when you move, the shape is actually selected. So the shape that you drew is actually there. It's not gone. So don't pee your pants. Alright? It's just a random shape, and then I'm going to go down here and clean it up. You really shouldn't have any more red down here at the bottom. So if you do, you want to erase it. And then the directions ask you to do it again from the left side to the right. So I'm going to click on the Freeform tool again. I'm going to start here at the bottom. I'm going to have a shape that starts at one corner and goes to the next. And you'll be free to make any shape you want. Nope. Alright, and then I'm going to drag it over like I did the one before. I'm going to clean this up. So there's my shape. And this is the pattern that's going to be repeated over and over and over and over and over to create tessellation. Now an easy way to make this go quicker is to copy this, change its color, copy and paste it, and change the color of the shape that you pasted, put them together, and then you just start piecing them all together, and that'll create your tessellation. So that's what we're going to do now. So I'm going to Control C to copy, Control V to paste. I'm going to undo that because I need to change the tool. So I'm going to do it again, Control C to copy, Control V to paste. So there's my shape, right? Exactly the same as the other one. I'm going to use the paint bucket to change it. I'm going to make it purple. Looks like gray up there. And then I'm going to put these two pieces together like a puzzle. Okay. Now, is that starting to look like a tessellation? A little bit. Then I'm going to select both of these together. I'm going to copy them, and then I'm going to paste it. Control C to copy and Control V to paste. And then I'm going to move them and line them all up. And I'm going to just keep doing that. And the more I do it, the more you'll start to see my tessellation. And I'm trying to cover up all the white space with my shapes. No, it isn't. Yes, we'll talk about that one in a minute. And we're just going to repeat this process over and over and over. Fitting them in as best that you can. No gaps. No overlapping. And I'm just going to keep on going until all the white space is gone. We're actually going to stop before that happens, but there you go. If you'd like to change the color, you can do that with the paint bucket. So there are many things you can do, but that's an irregular tessellation that we've created in paint. And it might seem a little bit difficult, and it could be difficult the first time that you do it, but once you sort of see how to use the tools and you see how to select and copy and paste things, it'll be a lot easier than anything. Okay?